The Babylon Bee. Two sides of the argument. Israel has the right to defend itself, says the pro-war neocon Zionist shill. And then on the other side, I don't know if America should be involved in another Middle Eastern war, says the raging anti-Semite. You see, if you're smart, everything to you operates in specificity. Not, I'm always for Israel, no matter what. That's absolutely antithetical. That's antithetical to being smart. That's antithetical to wisdom. Just deep dive or just dive headlong into any sort of man-made system. I mean, again, I'm pro. That's it. I'm pro-Israel. Whatever Israel does is right. Well, then are you like that towards your own country? And then why are you not? I mean, aren't you like anti-patriotic or Israel first? If you're like whatever Israel does is right. Should you ever be like, absolutely not. You should be very specific. In this situation, am I pro-Israel? Listen, are we ever going to be pro-Iran? Listen, there's no way I'll ever be pro-Iran because they are always operating under Sharia law. They're always operating under Sharia law. But is Israel operating under the Old Testament or the Talmud? You ever read that? Because most Israelis do not really believe in the Old Testament. They believe in the Talmud, which has another like 600 laws in it. It has horrible, derogatory things that I can't repeat because we're on Christian Television Network right now. I wouldn't say them anyway because they got some cuss words in it, but I would bleep out the cuss words with using my own voice. But horrible things about the Virgin Mary, horrible things about Jesus burning in hell. So you're going to follow headlong a country that primarily follows the Talmud that believes that Jesus is burning in hell as we speak. And you need to be real careful too, because people will go to the book of Genesis and say, when you bless Israel, you're blessed. It doesn't say bless the nation of Israel. It says blessing Abraham, the Abrahamic covenant. Aaron, what covenant are we in right now?
Abrahamic.
Okay, that's what you're blessing.
Yep.
Please understand that. Doesn't mean I'm not pro-Israel because I am. I'm pro-Israel like I'm pro-England. I look at everything. Is England right? Under Keir Starmer? Not good. Margaret Thatcher? Really good. But was she right all the time? No. So you have to somehow, but both of these sides of the argument, or both sides that are taken in this sarcastic spoof here, both of these sides are idiocy. Israel has the right to defend itself. Of course it does. If you believe that, people will then call you from what are called like sometimes the woke right now, a pro-Zionist neocon shill. Many on the right are going to that. They're called the woke right now, which I don't necessarily agree with that. But really, the really perfect line is to be like, yes, of course they have the right to defend themselves because we have the right to defend ourselves, and every country has the right to defend themselves. And then you have the other side. I don't know if America should be involved in another war. Then you're an anti-Semite. People are saying that right now too. You saw it with the Tucker Carlson, Ted Cruz interview, or basically Ted Cruz and what he called, I can't remember, feline sort of, I can't remember what snarky kind of way. Ted Cruz was insinuating that Tucker Carlson was anti-Semitic. Why is everything about Israel? Why is everything about... This is an interview about Israel. I mean, think about how stupid that comment is. Again, these are the people that decide how many vaccinations you're mandated, how many masks you have to wear, what the interest rates are going to be. I know that's the Fed, but it's highly influenced by this, by the various governing authorities and all their cocktail parties, whatever. But these are the people that make these huge decisions. And they have absolutely ridiculous viewpoints and uneducated viewpoints. So just because you don't think that we should go into a war doesn't make you anti-Semitic, as Ted Cruz was insinuating that Tucker Carlson is doing. And now we're seeing now everything was going well, right? Look at what's happened. Everything was going well. We're rocking and rolling. The statistics, we're about 0.2%. Average inflation right now. Trump's got it back down. This is, kind of on an average, but he's got it basically at the level he had it when he left office first time. Like 1.9%. It's gone up like 0.2%. But a total right now, 1.9%, under 2%. Under 2% going up at a rate of 0.2%. Can't beat that. Added 577,000 jobs in the month of April. The month of May jobs report hasn't come out yet. So basically, inflation is taken care of. Jobs are taken care of. We have the highest increase in wages in 60 years. The border is completely shut. I mean, $14 trillion worth of investment in this country secured by Donald J. Trump in his first 150 days. $14 trillion in foreign and domestic investment in our own economy. Joe Biden, zero. In 4 years, zero. Donald Trump, 100 days, $14 trillion, because he did that a while ago. All that's going well, and now everybody's fighting each other. Elon's left. Not hearing nothing about Doge anymore. Aaron showed the debt clock earlier. You know, Doge is kind of like, I mean, they're still putting out reports, but, you know, the head's kind of cut off the chicken now without Elon around. Elon and Trump are at odds. Obviously, Trump is now pretty much on a daily basis saying that Tulsi Gabbard was wrong, and now Tulsi Gabbard is saying on Twitter, can't they call each other? I don't know. I mean, that is your DNI. That she never said what they're telling Trump that she said, that he's saying that is wrong. So she actually put out the video of what everybody's referring to. So, I mean, it's what is happening right now. It's like perfect timing. Whenever there are things going really well for us or really bad for the Democrats, what happens every single time? A mass shooting. Every time. Or some sort of international calamity. Every single time. And people think these things just happen to happen. It's always that way. So Trump gets things rolling. They all know he's a no new wars president. And lo and behold, Benjamin Netanyahu decides to strike now. It's just like the greatest economy outside of debt spending. And that wasn't that bad yet because we hadn't gotten to the place of spending at COVID levels. We really had, statistically speaking, with the exception of the debt and deficit spending, which wasn't nearly what it is now, less than half of what it is now, deficit spending. We had the greatest economy in modern history going in 2019. And lo and behold, a calamity strikes. Same thing starting again, and a calamity strikes. And it's the same old arguments, the same old justifications. You get ready, Aaron? Just a couple weeks. Couple weeks. Yeah. We put up the graph. A couple weeks. He's been saying it since 1984. Benjamin Netanyahu, same guy. He's about 10 years older than me. He's been saying that since 1984. Over and over, just a few weeks away. Weeks to 3 years. Weeks to 3 years. He's been saying that since 1984. And he strikes right when Donald Trump turns the economy around. So you end up with sunken ships in the Suez Canal and the Straits of Hormuz and shut down. You shut down oil, it destroys Trump's recovery. So you have to be able to, and I know I'm speaking to a red-pilled audience. You can't be either one of these things ever, really, because because that is true, though. You will hear people, if you say Israel has the right to defend itself, you'll have woke right people who are, Israel is at the base or is the cause of everything that's ever gone wrong in the world. That's what they'll say. So if you say that Israel has the right to defend itself, the woke right, now the really zealot anti-Israel people will say you're a neocon Zionist shill because you're saying that Israel had the right to respond to the 10/7/23 attack. And then people will say, yeah, but Tom, there's a lot behind that. I agree, but there's still jihadists, Hamas actors that did in fact take 100 and kill 100 Americans, take many Americans hostage, took many Israelis hostage, raped and killed and decapitated people. That did happen. Was Mossad behind it as sort of a false flag instigation or justification to then bomb Gaza? I believe that's the case. So you have to take it all in. Now, Shmuley, people like that, will simply go to the other side. I don't know if America should be involved in another Middle Eastern war. You're a raging anti-Semite. Well, there's a whole lot more behind things than simple historical documentation. There's a lot more behind it. So, again, I just tell people on this, be very specific. Trump is not Jesus. It's like you'll hear tonight before we close out. I'll tell you to be in church on Sunday. We smashed our record, didn't we, Aaron, this Sunday? 1,800 people, I think, watching live. So we smashed our live audience record of 1,800 people watching live in the church service. You got to have a savior because Trump is a great president. And I love Trump. I mean, I do. I think he's doing a great job. That's why I didn't. It's not why. I'm not going to jump off Trump train regardless. I'm not going to do that. But That's why I hesitated to go scorched earth. Because Trump then goes, and who's he meeting with today? Who's he meeting with? Who did he fly in to meet with? Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon stands where I stand, where Alex Jones stands,